here with your free college football picks. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It is College Football Saturday. Of course, we are here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No excuses, just free picks. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world or going on in my life. Somehow I managed to just keep showing up. So hopefully you guys keep showing up as well. I'll just continue to deliver picks. Like I said, some days just falls outside the time zone. We're going to have to figure out Wednesday because I'll be traveling. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do the 11 o'clock, but we'll definitely do it at some point. Probably have to do it from O'Hare Airport on the changeover. So I might be walking across that giant airport while I'm doing the live video. I'm sure I'll be making a lot of friends while that's happening. But anyways, of course, we do 3 free picks every single day. I'll let you guys know on Tuesday what time that Wednesday show is going to be. But of course, we do 3 free picks every single day. Today is College Football Saturday. It's going to be all college football on this show. So hopefully you guys are having a super morning. And of course, pretty generic college football schedule, but we are in conference play, so at least no one's playing, East Tennessee Tech State University today. Everyone's playing legitimate opponents. We won't see those kind of games until later on in the season. The SEC usually does that the week before Thanksgiving or whatever. They'll play like doormat week in the SEC, and they're the only conference that pulls that crap. But everyone just says how awesome they are. Just ask Nick Saban, who wants to tell us how we should watch college football now and for how long. Tell Nick Saban, screw you, I'm turning off my set and I'm changing the channel just to piss him off. What we'll do is we'll put on the Alabama game for 5 minutes and then we'll just change the channel. See what he has to say to me. Bring it on, asswipe. Anyways, got 3 free picks every single day. I don't like the way the fans are watching the games. What kind of crap is that? I don't like the way you're watching college football. I don't like your smug attitude. I mean, where does he get off? We're going to watch college football how we want to watch college football. That's for sure. And that is usually with a couple bets. Nick Saban is the one that said this. He also says that if the game is a blowout by like 60 points and you're an Alabama student and you leave the game, that he'll have your tickets revoked. That you should sit in the stadium and watch this dreck. It's like, well, my team practices all week. Yeah, and your players are paid accordingly for that. We know it, okay? If Bowen got, Craig, how much did Bowen get from Creighton? Right. If Bowen's getting a $100,000 offer from Creighton to play basketball, we can only imagine what these guys are getting from, from schools like this to sit in the middle of the Deep South. And we love Alabama, but let's face it, not the funnest place for fall practice. And where would you rather be? On the beach in California at UCLA, on the beach in Miami, or in Alabama? I mean, come on, I mean, if Bowen's getting $100,000 to play basketball at Creighton, let's just say, I'm going to guess there's some monkey business going on in college football as well. And at Texas, they offered to help him with housing. They gave him $10,000, and I guess the guys at Barstool Sports really had a good time with that. It's like, what the hell is wrong with Texas? It's like they offer the guy 10 grand, and Creighton's offering him 100. There's something wrong with this program, right? It's like this is why they can't win. But I mean, this guy he wasn't even drafted, so you can only imagine what some of these superstar players are getting paid to go to these schools. And, I mean, if you're going to pay him, then you got to pay him, But if you're not going to pay him, then you don't pay him. And it's like you put everybody on equal footing here. You don't say it's okay for Alabama and Texas to pay their players, and it's not okay for anybody else to pay them, Because we know that Penn State's fully capable of paying players, too. And Ohio State, I mean, let's face it, when Maurice Clarett got pulled over getting his goose on, he wasn't exactly driving a Chevy Chevette, right? What was he driving, like a Cadillac or something? So, I mean, this is the way that college sports works, and we might as well just be honest about it. Anyways, we're here every day with 3 free picks. It's college football Saturday. I told Craig before the show, some days I'm in the mood for the show, some days I'm not. But it's just the way that it works. But anyways, we got, we have free picks on all of the NHL games over at sportschatplace.com. Got a question over in the Facebook group asking about predictions on NHL games on college football Saturday. But we have free picks on every single NHL game at sportschatplace.com. Here, I'll put it in the comments for you. Yeah, I like what you said, Christian Glover, which I don't know why you can't use your real name, but it's what do you call politically incorrect, so I can't show the comment, even though the comment's held for review. I agree with the gist of what you're saying. It's just not. You didn't say it in the terms that we, I can't agree with the terms you use there. But anyways, got 3 free picks today. It's going to be a big day. And of course, hopefully you guys checked out the College Football Podcast. I was going to give out a free Premium Plus membership to everyone that left a review on iTunes for our podcast, but since we only have 1 rating and 1 review there, it kind of would not be a very fun giveaway. So maybe if you guys get off, if you enjoy watching the podcast, you want me to continue doing the podcast, then go on iTunes and leave a review. I would seriously appreciate it. And like I said, I was going to do a giveaway for everyone that left a review, but since only 1 person did it, it'd be a bust. Not even fun. Anyways. No, that's cool, Isaac, What we do, we cover every single sport every single day at sportschatplace.com. And we have NHL. We have some really good NHL guys. Anyways, let's get to our first pick. I'm taking Eastern Michigan against Western Michigan. Eastern Michigan is always involved in like these 2 3-point games. They're getting 4 here against Western Michigan, and they have just been a cover machine the last 2 seasons. Been all over them in the premium area for the last 2 years, and it's like even on my worst days, at least we get those Eastern Michigan covers. And I'll tell you, I didn't take them in the premium area today, but I'm kind of thinking maybe I should. Playing Western Michigan, you got a directional Michigan game here. So if you can, if you bet college football the way that I bet college football, it's tough to lay off the directional Michigan game. I like Eastern Michigan plus the 4 points here, and that's my first pick for today's show. Of course, we do 3 free picks every single day here on our live show. We're here right around 11 a.m. Eastern time. Not always exactly at 11. Sometimes a little before 11. Sometimes a little after 11. Sometimes right at 11. We're always in the ballpark, though. We're always in that 11 o'clock ballpark. So we always do 3 free picks. And actually, some days we're not in the ballpark. And I usually can give fair warning. So Tuesday, I'll let you guys know what time we'll be shooting for on Wednesday. But anyways, going to do 3 free picks. Of course, we do a podcast. It's called Sports Pick Info. I do it with Tony T, and it's available on Stitcher, iTunes, and the SoundCloud. If you guys can leave us a review on iTunes, I would seriously appreciate it. So, anyways, let's get to our second free pick here. I like Texas A&M against Kentucky. Kentucky's been rolling. Texas A&M has 2 losses this year. Those losses are to Alabama and Clemson. So if you're going to have 2 losses, those are the 2 losses you probably are going to be okay with. The Clemson loss was only by 2 points at home. The Alabama loss, not as competitive, but they still covered the spread in a pick I gave out on the show, on this very same show a few weeks ago. That was pounded by you guys. You guys hated that pick, but you didn't hate it when the game was over because we got the cover on that one. So we're going to take Texas A&M less the points there. Like I said, I just think they have, it's on Google Podcast, John. And it's on SoundCloud. It's on Stitcher. There's lots of ways to get the podcast. But I believe it is on Google Podcasts, according to Allison said that it was. So, anyways, 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. We give out at least 3 free picks on the show every single day, but our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com and sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. We have free picks on every single game, every single sport, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Sound like a public service announcement. It's like I said, some days this stuff is easier than others. Some days, not so easy. How about that over on the Yankees-Red Sox game yesterday? Was that crazy or what? Because what happened was I put the pick in the night before, and there were some 7.5s out. But I always try and put it, some guys, it's like they just want to improve the record or whatever, some other cappers. And they'll just, pick some number. You can't even find it anywhere. So I saw 7.5s and I saw 8s, but I really liked the over. So I took the 8, over 8. And I just thought it was fair for people that were getting the premium picks in the premium area. But actually the line dropped to 7.5 everywhere. So I'm stuck out there at 8. The world's at 7.5. And then, here we are at 8 in the 9th inning, and Aaron Judge hits one the opposite field out of the park for the 9th run. So we actually got plus money on that pick for being at 8 anyway when we had put it in. So we'll take it. Anyways, we're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year, doing free picks. College basketball season right around the corner. NBA starts in about 2 weeks. How cool is that? And of course, college football. Week 6. Most teams play 12 games. A lot of teams, their seasons are half over after today, the regular season. And of course, if you're a team like Bowling Green, who's 1-4 heading into today, your season's half over, right? I mean, let's face it. It ain't going nowhere. Let's do one more here. See what we got. Dog of the day. I love that one. Wisconsin against Nebraska. Nebraska's terrible, terrible, terrible. I keep thinking like they're gonna rise to the occasion. Scott Frost is gonna get that signature win. He's gonna do it. Not going to happen at night in Madison. This is a bad spot. I don't like Wisconsin this year, and I don't like Paul Chryst as a coach. I don't like their 1-3 against the spread crap that they're doing, and I certainly don't like the whole how they never really win the significant games. But what I do like is them here against the Huskers. This line's dropped from 22.5 down to 17.5. Nebraska 0-4 against the spread. And they're not just 0-4 against the spread. They have not even gotten a whiff of a cover this season. I mean, they haven't even been close. It's not even like, they were close to the cover and they missed the extra point like Arizona did to us last week. It's like they haven't even been in the ballpark, right? They're not even in the same area code as a cover. So I look for Wisconsin. This is the type of game where they like to whoop it up in the second half and act like they've won the national championship or something until they play somebody with a winning record, right? And I look for Wisconsin to probably win big here. Here's how stupid the guys who do the college football rankings are. Wisconsin, with their one loss to BYU, who we saw get smoked at home last night by Utah State. I mean, slapped around 45-20 at home to Utah State. Wisconsin is, and that's their one loss, ranked ahead of teams like Miami, whose one loss is to LSU, top 5. Who, teams like Michigan, whose loss is Notre Dame, and you guys know I hate Michigan, but they're ranked behind Wisconsin. And their one loss is Notre Dame. Wisconsin's at Notre Dame. Wisconsin's one loss is at home to BYU. I mean, what a joke. It's it's less of a joke than Nick Saban as an individual, but still a joke nonetheless. Tell Nick Saban I'm changing the channel. Anyways. Took Texas A&M minus 5.5-ish. I've seen it at 6. I'll lay the points there. We took Eastern Michigan plus the 4 to 4.5 that we're seeing, and we will take and we took Wisconsin minus 17.5. You know what? Let's throw in Central Florida on top of there, minus the 24.5 against SMU as a fourth pick, bonus pick. You guys, leave me a review on iTunes of our podcast. I would appreciate it. I'll give out some free premium memberships. We'll start doing a random draw of people that left a review. Start giving out premium memberships if that's what it takes. But I mean, I think we give out enough for free. I don't ask for a ton. But if you guys could help us out with a review on iTunes, I would appreciate it. And of course, those are our 4 free picks for today. Tell Nick Saban, I don't give a shit. I'm changing the channel. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.